Hey ChatGPT, I'm trying to improve my life, one radical change at a time. This month, I'm focused on income. And my end goal, to buy our dream home. Can you help me figure out a routine to actually get this journey off to a solid start? Oh yeah. Oh, this place just can never stay clean. Are all these pillows ever really necessary? Jesus. Toys everywhere. Oh yeah. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this is our bedroom. Like, girl, close the drawers. This is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I didn't really grow up having to clean up. Like, oh my God, that sounds horrible. Like my mom cleaned up for us. She did a lot of it. Now as an adult, like, I don't make my bed. For what? It's gonna get messed up when I go back to sleep, right? My husband is the exact opposite. Like, he grew up in a boarding school, so they had to always make their bed or else suffer some consequences. Yeah, he grew up in a boarding school, so he's very like OCD. The only reason why things look like this right now is because he's just kind of given up. He's given up. But part of building these routines is getting into the habit of having a clean, clear space, because that then leads to a clean and clear mind. And that's what I need if I'm about to build this business and buy this house. Hate it. My husband has like 500 pairs of shoes, and they're just like, you can find them in every corner of the house, literally. Here. Can you imagine? And there's more. I feel so much better. There's just something about starting the week off in a clean space, especially since I work from home and spend pretty much 95% of my day here. I just want to make sure that my days are not a source of utter confusion and absolute chaos. That's it. If you caught my last video, then you know that my goal is to make more money so I can buy my dream home. And I hope that by sharing my systems, my processes, my wins, my lows, the good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly, it'll help you along your journey. Or at the very least, I hope you're entertained. I'll be having a good old time making these videos, let me tell you. Okay, back on track again. So routine number 1 was a Sunday reset. Check. Routine number 2, I've got to have a morning routine, because the way I wake up and start my day will set the tone for how the rest of the day goes. And to be quite honest, I don't think me waking up scrolling for an hour is setting the best tone for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But I got a dream home to chase, right? So every second, every minute, every hour counts. And that starts from when I wake up. Okay, so my day starts at 5:30 a.m. grudgingly, but with a purpose. The first thing I do is get about 16 ounces of water into my body, because a hydrated body is a well-performing body. Then I do some stretching, not too much, just enough to convince my body that we worked out today. He, in fact, did not. I'm also testing out this thing where I do no phone scrolling until 8 a.m. Again, grudgingly, very, very grudgingly. By 6 a.m., I'm seated at my desk for a self-edit check-in. I tackle one journaling prompt or an honest question to help me feel more grounded. 7 a.m., pure toddler chaos as I get my son ready for school. 8:30 a.m. is my CEO breakfast time. Here's my trick. I eat the same thing every morning. By Friday, I know these egg whites are gonna hate to see me coming. 9 a.m., I get dressed like the version of me that's already signing escrow papers, because main character energy starts in the closet. 30 minutes later, I'm doing a CEO brain dump, where I spend the first 15 minutes pretty much dumping all of the ideas that I have or reviewing business goals for the day. I also set a timer to do one needle moving task before checking emails or socials. And then 10 a.m. is when my workday officially starts. And by this point, I'm hydrated, well-nourished, physically, emotionally, and mentally, and dressed to take on the day. Good morning, guys. I'm not gonna lie, these early morning wake ups, they're gonna be a death to me. An absolute death to me. Like, who voluntarily wakes up at 5 a.m. that is not in need of a straitjacket? Me. It's me. Where's my mirror? I need to get my mirror. But if waking up early is going to get me closer to achieving my goal, and baby up, Scotty, it's just a necessary evil. To my fellow goal chasers out there, what time are you guys waking up? Are you an early riser or you like to sleep in and hit that snooze button? I get it. I get it, okay? Anyway, today I'm taking a break from setting up systems because it's a content day and you guys know how much I love creating content and taking you guys behind the scenes. So that's what we're doing today and it's gonna be a fun one. Let me show you. I am going to be recreating this photo right here. I found it on Pinterest. Let me see, what is the girl's name? What is this girl's name? Marina W Photo, super talented. So yeah, I saw that on Pinterest and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna recreate that and I'm actually turning it into a series on TikTok. Pause if you're not following me on TikTok yet. Why? Why? It's gonna be a weekly series where I'm either recreating a Pinterest photo or now where are my lashes? There you are doing some type of like fun experiment. In case you're new here, I actually have a background in photography. I've done it for years. I just put it on hold as I what am I saying here? I put it on hold as I did more content creation stuff. But now that she's trying to like buy her dream home, I can't be turning down money. And photography is just one of those skills that I have that I can use to make money right off the bat. Okay? These creative series are a way for me to like kind of brush up on my skills. All right, I think I'm just gonna throw on some lashes and call it a day. I don't do very much. I call it minimal mommy makeup. A red lip might work. I don't like red with this big hair though. It's just too much. You gotta pick one statement. It's either the hair or the lips. Favorite liner right here. Going on there. And then for the inner color, let me tell you what I like to do. Take a concealer and just dot that on there like that. Go on in, sir. I like to pull in. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, I can't find the brush I was using. So we're just gonna use this foundation brush. Tap that in like that. Clearly, I just be doing anything over here, any old thing over here, okay? I'm just gonna top that off with a gloss. This gloss is on this last leg, y'all. I'm literally scraping at the bottom. She's feeling glossy. Okay, last thing is my lashes, and then we can start filming content. All right, so I am all made up. I'm dressed up for the photos. Think about wearing these glasses for the photos. What you think? Yay, nay, maybe say. So small minor dilemma that I am not going to overthink. I need my Sony ZV-E10 to take these photos, but I'm also vlogging with it. You know what that means. We gotta pull out the handy dandy DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So this one will be used for the vlogging as well as the TikTok videos. I'm just gonna go ahead and record it in landscape and just make sure that I keep it wide and in 4K to ensure that when I zoom in, I'm not losing any quality. That's the hope, okay? We're gonna pray about it though, because if it doesn't work out, she will not be doing it again. Because what? We're not overthinking or overdoing our content. We're just not. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna set this up over here to record the wide. Okay, so we're all set up. And then it's gonna be a quality step down for the next few minutes. I apologize in advance, but I need this camera for this Pinterest recreation photo. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Okay, so here's a quick look at my setup. Literally tripod camera on the desk. And here's where I will be seated. I'm gonna use my iPad to shoot remotely. Since the camera is so far from where I will be seated, and I use this app called Shutter. It is not necessarily free, but Sony actually has a free remote shooting app that you can use. I think it's called like Image Desk imaging, something like that. Now you can see exactly what my camera is seeing. That way when I sit down over here, I see myself. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I am going to, missed messages everywhere. I was just reading a YouTube comment like, I don't get many, but I love when I get a good YouTube comment like, who is this one from? I want to give you a shout out, girl. Journey to Wisdom though, that's who it is. Like, You're always showing me love, and I really, really, truly appreciate you. Miss Librarian Lady as well, Michelle Jama, and my girl Catherine. All of you guys who continue to show me love on YouTube. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, I am all done taking photos. We have a few that we can work with. All right, here's a look at all the cameras that I will be using for this photo. It's time for their close-up. Oh, you're gonna. Okay, class is in session. Now that I have my routines in order, it's time to create the structures that are going to support me throughout this journey. And I'm gonna start with my calendar. Let me show you what she looks like. Have I shown you guys this before? Here she is, boom. Ain't she cute? So I've been doing this thing called time blocking. Y'all probably already know about it, but it was new to me. It was new to me when my friend told me about it. So time blocking is essentially what the name says. You're blocking out times on your calendar to do your tasks. For example, I have answer emails, plan content for the day, get my son ready for school. And I've repeated it across the whole week. Now that I have a new routine, okay, your girl's brand new these days, I need to go into my Google Calendar and just update it based on my new routine, okay? So let me just pull that up real quick. No shade, Google. I used to hate Google Calendar just from the way it looked. It's too many dang on colors, okay? But I found a way to custom color code my calendar, and it's a bit more pleasing, pleasing on my eyes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, let me record my screen so y'all can see what's happening. So now, if y'all see something y'all ain't supposed to see, y'all already know. Close your eyes and look away. Do me a solid. Now let me just put this on Do Not Disturb because the notification's like, girl. I need to work that into my routine too, going on Do Not Disturb because folks be disturbing. Look, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but I feel real put together and organized. It is only week 1. All right, the show doesn't stop there. The next thing I need to do is create a place where I can keep all of my routines, reflections, money-making ideas. I need it all to kind of live in one place. And for that, y'all already know, ChatGPT. So I created a project inside ChatGPT, AKA ChatGPT headquarters, called Dream Home Journey. If you're not using projects inside of ChatGPT, let me tell you something, you are missing out. You are missing out because ChatGPT is able to remember context inside of these projects in a way that it just is not able to inside of like regular chat conversations. Sometimes I go in there like, hey chat, and they'd be like, who is you? Who is you? We were just talking yesterday, okay? So projects, when you come back to ChatGPT, it's gonna remember you, it's gonna remember what you were working on. That's why I love it, especially if you're trying to achieve goals or if you're on a journey, right? So over here to the left, I have my Dream Home Journey. And this is the overall project folder that's housing my different chats related to my journey. So first up, we have tracking wins together. And this chat is literally for tracking all of my wins as I progress on this journey. Celebrate everything because the journey to change yourself or the journey to accomplish a huge goal, it should be celebrated every step of the way. Anyway, next I have my income stream strategy. This is where I'll be talking to ChatGPT about different ways that I can bring in more income. So for doing more photography, content creation, UGC, all of that will be discussed right in this chat right here. And then lastly, I have the routines and structures. This is where I built out that routine I shared earlier in the video. If I need to make tweaks, I would come in here and do that. Also, this chat will be used to help me with my structures, to make sure they are refined and helping me get to my end goal. The very last thing that I did is that I asked ChatGPT to help me out with a roadmap to get me through to the end of this year, so December 31st. This roadmap is pretty much a detailed blueprint for how I'm going to get closer to my goal in the next 6 months. I actually think I might print this out and put it on my desk. So stay tuned for that in my next video. All right, so really quickly, let's recap week 1. I reset my space, rewired my mornings, set up my digital headquarters in ChatGPT, and even brushed up on my photography skills for future income generation. And I feel really good. Like at the beginning of this week, I kind of felt like my head was spinning, like where do I start? What do I do? And now I am prepared and ready to tackle this journey, y'all. Next week, we're going to be diving into income and talking about ways that I can bring in more money. Because if we're being honest, peace and happiness, sometimes it costs money. And so does this Pinterest dream life I've got. It costs money. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about next week. And if you're editing your own life, I hope this video helped you to set your own groundwork and foundation so that you are successful at the end of your journey. All right, guys, until next time, toodles.